Hello everyone, Huskeyninja here with a video of a little follow-up kind of to my Gwent announcement video, and that is to show you guys what is inside Gwent, the legendary card game. This is the standard version, so it's a cardboard box, plastic innards, paper playmat, and a card like score system. And the tokens are card, unlike the deluxe version, which is wood with a lot more harder wearing components, and the game mat is well, the playing mat for that is also wood. This is a standard one where you have Ciri and Geralt playing Gwent with them staring off at each other in The Witcher 3. This plays so differently to the online version that it plays how it does in The Witcher 3. So please do not get this mixed up with the digital version. And the other way you can tell is it says The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Gwent, the legendary card game. There's no like little crown above it. I'll open it up and show you guys some of the goodies inside. And there will be times when the audio will cut out, which I do not own the rights to. It is from The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. But right off the bat, you got your rule book, which explains the different ways how to play, explains the game mat, how scoring works, some of the cards and how they work, and every card has been lovingly recreated from The Witcher 3. How scoring works as well. What each faction does, what all the symbols on the cards mean. So you have a rule book. You also get a game modes book, which follows on nicely and explains where you can go from basically like 2 players up to 6. It explains setup, gameplay, and even has in here how to explain how a solo, like playing solo, works. Next, you have your score mat, which is double-sided. You will find a version of this actually on the playmat itself. This way if you want it more raised, or if you're using like the rubber game mats are sold separately, or if you're playing more than 2 people. So you have an extra one of that, but you do not get extra tokens, so please keep that in mind. You'll have to find something to add as extra tokens for the extra 2 players if you do 4 player or more. Then you have the lovely Gwent paper mat. I'm not going to expose all of it, but as you can see, it has a nice wood print on it. Now for where your faction leader goes, where your detail cards go, which I will show you guys. Your discard pile, or graveyard, and your deck area. And it is also split up into the 3 rows, as well as here you have your weather section. And on the back of this you actually have a poster for Gwent, legendary card game. You also get one of these cute little card things. It just says, join the Gwent community map. And on the other side, a QR card says, find all our latest news and products at No Loading. No Loading is the company that's made this, and it's been released for the 10th anniversary of Gwent. So apart from all like the info stuff you get in the game mat, you also have these. You have your Witcher tokens, also say 100 on the back. And you have the School of the Wolf image. I'll bring up. Has the School of the Wolf image on top of them. You also get some little red gems that are double-sided. And you get the coin, which is printed how it looks in The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Unlike the deluxe version. These are not hard to wear solid versions. This is the standard version. So those are all card. Next, you get 5 faction decks. From Skellige, Monsters, well, I'm just going to call it the Elven deck, Nilfgaard, and the Northern Realms. But you get a lot of cards per faction. It's like, this is all the Northern Realms stuff you get in this deck. You get, each faction has releases which are double-sided, which help explain what things do while you're playing. You also get another card when I find it. You get a Gwent card like this that explains a bit more of some of the symbols while you're playing, including how weather cards and what different weather cards do. You also get basically a lot of cards. You got all the faction leaders and their variants. And you will find as well, each faction has their faction backing beautifully recreated. Sadly, there are no sleeves of the faction backs, but there are faction sleeves you can buy. They're sold separately, which have beautiful artwork on them. But the game explains how to make a deck. When you do buy it, there'll be some that don't have any stars on. You have your hero cards like Ciri here. But then you will find some cards that have little stars on them. Like these ones. If you're new to Gwent, or you've never played The Witcher 3, but you want to give Gwent a try, and you get yourself one of these, which is the only way you can get the full decks at the moment, unless it decides to release decks individually later, you look for these little stars. They are your starter deck cards, which lets you see what it's like to play, how each card works. And when I say lovingly recreated from The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, I actually do really mean it. It's like, because I play this card a lot actually on The Witcher 3 when I play it. This Kira Myths card, it looks exactly as it does in-game. Same with every single card in Gwent's Legendary card game. You get all your faction leaders, you got hero cards, and what you won't find here, which are like the more like in-game rare cards, you will find those in like booster bot packs. But as well as explain what each deck does, right underneath each faction, you have what that faction does. Like here it says Northern Realms, draws an extra card upon winning a round. You have other cards that, like with the Elven faction, they have their own thing. Same with Skellige's, Monsters, Nilfgaard. They all have their own abilities. Each one has their faction beautifully recreated on the back. The cards are all beautifully recreated. And if you've played Gwent a lot in The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, especially with the Gwent quests, and just to like help pass the time, try and get a lot of the cards, which there is a lot of them, you'll feel right at home with this. Each faction as well, within this box, also some of them are slightly thicker, because they could be doing war. Like with Skellige, you have ones that can turn into bears, which goes with the whole thing of Skellige, of where they have a thing where they can turn into well, some of their fighters can turn into bears, which I just think it's amazing that they recreate that for the game. Each card is just beautiful in its own right. Even if you don't play Gwent, but you want some really cool Witcher merch, especially Wild Hunt, I definitely recommend getting this. I originally bought this mostly so I could play it while I'm at LARP, but with how fun it is, I play more than it at LARP. I play the solo mode a lot, and because of how fun I enjoy having with this game, is why I've decided to, basically for webcam games, of doing Witcher 3 Wild Hunt as webcam only. So it helps to basically separate this from the online digital version, which is its own separate thing. But if you want Witcher stuff, this is what you want to look for. You don't need the deluxe version, unless you just like bragging rights of, hey look, I got the deluxe. But it is a fun game, and this is why I am bringing it to my channel. I'm not going to open this all the way, but this is some of the poster art, which you can see here of Ciri playing the monster faction for Gwent. And then on the other side, shows you Geralt playing the Skellige deck. With like the cards behind them. It's just beautiful. There are rubber game mats you can buy for Gwent as well. And it's just a really beautiful card game to have. Even if you don't play it often, it is really good fun. The only thing is you don't draw a card at the start of every turn. You're limited to what's in your hand when you play. And it's just a lot of fun. Because you never know if you're going to win or lose. It is slightly fast-paced once you know what you're doing. If you play solo on this, you basically choose what one of the decks to play against. For example, if you're playing this faction, but you want to play something else, like play against something, see like where you want to alter some of the extra cards in here, you choose another deck, say for example the monster one, and you have a go at basically trying to beat it, where you have a whole hand. For your opponent's turn, if you're doing a solo play, it's just top decking all the time. But it is a lot of fun. I highly recommend this to everyone. So, if you are interested in playing the Gwent Legendary card game over webcam, please don't be afraid to check out my video on the subject, as well as check out my link down below to my Discord server. And let me know if you're interested in Weiss Wars or if you want Gwent the Legendary card game. And we will have a game or two of Weiss or a round of Gwent. It is available online on many game stores. Thing is also available on Amazon as well as on the No Loading website themselves. So if you have the chance, definitely check it out. Also, don't be afraid to check out gameplay videos by a lot of people here on YouTube that help break down some of the rules and gameplay mechanics. And definitely give it a try. So until next time, please don't be afraid to subscribe to my channel. And Don't forget to click on the bell icon and make sure your restriction mode is off on YouTube. And don't be afraid to check out the rest of the videos here. So until next time, bye!